There's something off here. Yeah, you know, Disney, they lied to us. I am giving them a chance. Daredevil Born Again's first 2 episodes are out, and I've also heard information about what happens later in the season as well. I am cautiously optimistic, but I don't trust Disney with literally anything anymore. I don't even trust their employees to do Walmart groceries for me, because I'm afraid instead of giving me my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is like the only thing that competes with cocaine in my life, they're gonna get me some Raisin All Brand flakes and then crash their car on the way to my house to get me my groceries. That's the work ethic of Disney now. Everyone's afraid of them ruining Daredevil, Disney. And I understand, everyone, okay? If they ruin Daredevil, I'm declaring nuclear war. This will be a war, in a video game, of course. I'm going bullseye on Disney, in a video game, of course. I am going bullseye on all of them. I will literally have a villain arc. I'm going full Paul Atreides, raising my army, and I hope you all will join me when we go to Hollywood Hills and confront all the predators over there, and then we just lay waste to all these pathetic studios. But listen, Daredevil, no one understands the passion I have for this character. None of my friends do. I always reckon none of them are into Daredevil. Daredevil is my favorite superhero of all time. It's Daredevil, Batman, Superman, no, Daredevil, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and then the Hulk. That's the hierarchy for me. A lot of people are surprised. Why is Daredevil so high up on your list? One, I think I naturally gravitate to more grounded martial arts fighters. This guy inspired me to be a vigilante on the streets. I fight people on the streets. I'm fighting Hollywood. There's nothing I'm not doing that's not vigilante related, okay? He inspired this in me. So I need him to be done right. I love the Netflix show. It's my favorite superhero show of all time. That and The Penguin are like my favorite comic book properties on television ever. So this is very important to me. And if Disney... I will do terrible, obscene things to you, Disney. For those who haven't seen the first 2 episodes, this will be a spoiler video, but I'm going to say right now, we're off to a good start. Watch it. Keep your expectations very, very, very secure. I would say lower them as far down as you can. I'm just saying, this is not like the Netflix show. There are a lot of differences to it, but they capture a lot of the magic that made the first show good. Watch it. And for those of you who... I get a lot of people saying this to me. Zafy, do I need to watch the Netflix show to watch this? And you can watch this show without having to watch the Netflix show. You're not going to feel as much of an impact, especially with what happens in the first episode, but you could do it. Why would you? Why would you not watch the Netflix show? Why would you watch every Disney Plus show but not the Netflix Daredevil show? Are you mentally ill? People asked me. Some of my friends even asked me this, and I'm like, what? You should be watching that anyways. 2 are not joined together to me. If this show sucks, I still have my 3 seasons of Daredevil Netflix, so I'm okay at the end of the day. Why would you not watch that? That's the masterpiece of Marvel, in my opinion. What the heck? That's like my favorite thing that Marvel's ever done. And you're like, no, but I don't want to watch it, bro. Can I just go into Daredevil without watching it? The IQ that people have, it's not just Hollywood that's a problem. It's modern audiences are pathetic. The first 15 minutes of episode 1 are brutal. They are awesome. I really enjoyed it. The problem was everything got spoiled for us in behind the scenes set pictures that were leaked online. I don't know how Marvel allowed that to happen. I understand it can be hard to stop this shit from occurring, but everything was so spoiled for us. And then the fact that the producers confirmed it by saying something really traumatic happens in the opening and it changes Matt forever. Why would you tell us this? You're just asking for spoilers. You're asking for your audience to see this coming. So Foggy dies. I knew this. I saw it coming. I came to terms with that. I didn't want him to die. I didn't want him or Karen to die. I don't like the idea that they're going to kill off our OG cast in favor of their new one. I don't like that at all. But I love the fact that it was Bullseye who did it. I love the fact that Matt throws Bullseye off the building and it doesn't kill Bullseye. I'm really glad we have Bullseye back because this dude is a menace. I enjoyed, and the performances in the scene were amazing. I really enjoyed, this is a very good way for Matt to give up being Daredevil. I really, really do like the way they did it. And I'm really glad Bullseye will come back. And I love this guy was laughing at Matt while he was crying after killing his best friend. He's a school shooter. He walked in and started annihilating everyone. He didn't care who he was killing as long as he was killing people. As long as he was hurting everyone that was close to Matt. This is a brutal villain, guys. You don't see villains like this every other day, and we need more villains like this, because this guy's like the Joker of Daredevil's life right here. I would love to see him and Punisher face off, man. Too much CGI. A lot of people said, oh, it's not that bad, I didn't notice it. I noticed it right from this scene. This is a clear CGI character that's jumping and punching Bullseye and all that. But even in the one-shot fight scene when they're going up the stairs, right before that, when they're actually at the bar fighting, Bullseye looks CGI, and a lot of the smoke, it's so much green screen, it looks fake. The Netflix show, because they didn't have the budget that these guys do. They don't have all the CGI to throw there. They had to do everything by stunts, and it just looks better. It looks more real. That's about it with these characters. When they said we're gonna do a creative overhaul and bring back the OGs, they meant only as in one episode of closure to the OG fans, and then we're gonna do our story. They had their own story that was essentially a soft reboot plan, and then they figured out, oh, we're actually really low IQ. We can't be upsetting an entire fan base of Daredevil for that, so we're gonna bring them back just so we can tell that fan base, no, don't worry, you guys are good. We didn't forget you or the OG characters. But then they're gonna... Karen moves to San Francisco, and Foggy's killed off. Foggy's replaced by her, and Karen is no longer Matt's love interest or supporting character. We got a whole new cast now. Instead of Karen, Matt's dating this random chick who I don't like or care about, but I understand. We'll get to know her. She has some very interesting things happening with her character later, especially with her connection to Muse, the serial killer that's going to be in the show. I understand. But this is when it's like Whiplash. You took the OG cast, and now we have a supporting cast of characters who I don't care about anywhere near as much, and now I have to watch them. And we know they're gonna get a lot of screen time that they shouldn't get. Why is Ben Urich's daughter in this instead of Karen Page? Ben Urich's daughter is a journalist. Why is she taking up journalism screen time that Karen Page could easily have? Why? Why does Disney randomly throw random characters? And I understand I haven't seen much of her, so I can't say this, but the problem is I know that I'm not gonna like her. You can tell who you like and you don't like. You can tell. Like, I like the investigator dude that Matt hired. I like him. I do like the other lawyer chick that's working with Matt. I don't mind her. But I know for a fact Ben Urich's daughter's gonna annoy the shit out of me. And she's not the only one, y'all. Disney has a problem with just randomly putting supporting characters in that drag down a show, and I really hope that's not the case with Daredevil. White Tiger seems cool enough, but again, too many supporting characters, too many heroes, This is Matt's story. But that brings us to the positive side of things, these two. The best scene of the show so far. These two speaking to each other, talking their shit. Two men trying to be what they're not. And you're going to see how that leads to both of them exploding towards the end of the show. I love watching Wilson Fisk as a mayor. I love it. A lot of screen time is dedicated to him, by the way, to the point where some might disagree with the way it paces the show. But I really genuinely enjoy it. Vanessa annoys me a lot. Because she keeps iterating, oh, the business is so much more profitable under me. Bro, who do you think you are? Who do you think put you in that position, lady? But I think this could be great if they play it right. I think these two could have a rivalry where she's taking up the criminal organization, but she's kind of forcing him into a position of violence and darkness, especially with the guy she cheated on him with. And I think it could end with her and him going at each other a bit. Her trying to have him killed, especially after he kills her new lover that she's been having an affair with. And that causes her to be like, okay, we feel that Wilson Fisk needs to go. I love him, but he needs to go. And then when Wilson survives a killing attempt, he might kill this chick, man. Imagine how interesting that would be if Wilson Fisk was forced to kill his rock. The one he loves more than anything in the world. And that would lead us to have the soulless animal kingpin. The true villain that is just cannot be redeemed. You think he was trying to be a good man as a mayor, but now it's over. It's all over. That'd be very... I don't want to put my own storytelling on this because I know I didn't want to make this video for this very reason, because I know I just go crazy. I hope that I don't want to hate Vanessa. I really don't, because I really liked her in the first show, right? I believe Matt won't suit up as Daredevil until the second half, and we're going to have a lot of it be a courtroom drama. And I don't think Wilson Fisk will become the real Kingpin until like the last two episodes. I think it's going to be a slow burn to that. Most of it's going to be a courtroom drama. That's what they initially planned. Apparently the soft reboot story that they were going for was a courtroom drama. Less of the Catholicism, less of the Matt Murdock fighting, and more of a courtroom drama. I don't know why. I think Disney, there's like 7 million different people making decisions, and that's screwing up the storytelling. I don't know why you want this to be Suits. It's not. But I'm fine with a slow build-up to an eventual payoff. But the problem is, I know for a fact the season is set up for season 2. And I swear if She-Hulk shows up in the show, I'm gonna lose my shit. I don't want that to be the case. I'm so protective over this character, you'll have no idea. What I am very excited though is there's a tattoo on one of the cops that attacks Matt in the second episode, a Punisher tattoo. It's rumored that there are police officers that are using the Punisher symbol. They're using the Punisher ideology to punish criminals and enact their own violence on them, corrupt cops. And Punisher could be coming back to lay waste to these people and keep them in their place. That is going to be my favorite episode of the show. Not because like it's just Punisher, like Matt and Punisher teaming up is goated. It's like the goated combo. It's like Walter White and Jesse. You need both of them. It's absolute peak cinema, all right? A strong start. I'm positive about the first 2 episodes. I know the middle half is going to start tanking a little bit, and then we'll pick it back up towards the end. That's how I predict it to happen. It's a bit too polished. It looks very high budget. It looks like Marvel's throwing all the money they can at this, but for some reason, it doesn't hit the same as the more Frank Miller look. You know, the low budget helped the Daredevil show, in my opinion, differentiate itself as like this underdog street level show. This one is very, very cinematic, very, very theatrical. And that's not, you know, it's a new show. We got to come to terms with it. I'd prefer this style, but I'm fine with it. I'm okay, man. I'm okay at the end of the day. I enjoyed myself. I'm hoping that they keep it up. All right. Those are my thoughts on Daredevil. I have nothing else to say. Like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. If you want to suggest video topics to me or talk about your favorite movie theories with like-minded individuals in a community geared towards changing storytelling itself, join the free Discord now. The link is in the description below and probably in the comment section too. Join the Discord now. We're taking over Hollywood one Coke line at a time. See you on the other side.